in any democratic setting, number one thing is that freedom. The freedom of expression is what defines democracy. So in trying to use government instrument to shut people up, to imprison people of their thought, to imprison people of their fundamental right of expression, I see us going back to military regime. Now let me put it to you that the highest form of punishment for corrupt persons, whoever that has been seen as a corrupt person by court, the highest punishment is 3 years imprisonment, for instance. Whereas in China, the highest punishment for a corrupt person is death by hanging. But you could not see the reverse as the case in Nigeria, that the corrupt person will just go spend 3 years and he's set free, or he will spend the whole of that year of his imprisonment in hospital bed through plea bargain. But somebody who simply expresses his dissatisfaction against the government and will now be termed as hate speech will now be hanged to death. Nigerians, this is the time we should rise up against this inhuman and against this satanic act of what they call hate. Who define hate speech? It is the politicians, government officials that are also promulgating the hate speech the more. You hear them during their campaigns, you hear them calling names, bamboo will be sucking blood, we will make this ungovernable, and all of that. What else do you need aside this to be called hate speech? Is it a common expression by the citizens of the country, of this country, who will come out and say what the government is doing that is against the tenets of democracy, and then you want to coerce them, you want to now imprison them so they don't go further to express themselves? I see this as a cowed, as a deliberate plan to cow the Nigerian people and tempt them from expressing themselves. And this act, this whatever bill they call it, will not stand the test of time. We will reject it with all form that we can. Constitutional, we will explore all constitutional means to reject this bill, this satanic bill called hate speech, because it is only the court of law that can define what is hate speech. But for executive arm of government to just wake up and say you want to control social media, you want to control people who are sending fake news, and okay, who is even giving fake news more than the government? The other time Mr. President traveled out for medication. Lai Mohammed came and told Nigerians that the man went on his normal leave to go and rest. But when the president came back, he said he had never been sick as the way he did. So who gave out fake news? It was the same line. So who now hang Lai Mohammed to death, for instance, for giving us fake news as Nigerians? So generally speaking, the intention is bad. The intention is negative. The intention is simply to show, because they have so many bad laws that they are trying to impose on Nigerians. So the best way to do is to tame us and to make sure we don't speak against it. That is just the plan. And I tell Nigerians to rise up to the occasion. We reject it. Very soon we are going to march to the National Assembly. They are our elective. And I wonder, the constituency member of this man who moved this measure, I wonder if this is the true reflection of their wish. Did they elect him to go as Nigerian people to say this is what we want? So the members of his constituency should even recall him immediately for presenting what is not their mandate, for presenting what they never accepted to do. So they should even recall him. Recalling process against that member should start now, because he's misrepresenting them in the National Assembly. That was not why they sent him there. They sent him there to go and make law that will better the lives of people, not to come and coerce and then pinch down Nigerian people.